sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Brady's Patriots going up against Foles' Eagles.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. First and 10, here's Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right near the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Fresh set of downs here. Throwing on first down is Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 42. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now a former fifth-round pick of the Eagles. This is Dion Lewis. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From midfield, here's Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Hogan, 50 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he puts it through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's a handoff to a Giant to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. I want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They go play action here on first down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Cooks flashing the footwork. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there for New England. 52 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. To shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the 1st. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with a J. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly looked like the Torrey Smith we knew in Baltimore. A guy who can just run past defenses, and what do they say? Take the top right off of them.
Game-changing speed, and the days of offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Here's Foles.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Well, with that incompletion, a chance to discuss the Pro Bowl happened January 28th, just a few miles from your house there in Orlando.
Yeah, how about that? A lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm for the Pro Bowl. You do hear the critics talk about it, but for a lot of NFL fans, closest they're going to get to an NFL game. They love to go to this one, support their team, of course, support the league, and it's a lot of fun for them. Even though it rained during the game this time, fans still had a good time.
AFC won, second consecutive year. In the second year it's been held in Orlando after all those years in Hawaii. I'm still getting adjusted to that.
Yeah, I think we all are. The player.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 41 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Second down, 9 yards to go. Brady to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. Forced out to his left. The swing pass caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks, 26 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you that much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This is a Ajayi. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know Coach.
But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A lightning-quick halftime. These guys hardly made it to the tunnel. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural. Though we'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A really nice gain of 25 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan. When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game. Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll escape to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2, now third down. On play action, they'll throw. Make it now 3. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are back within a score. And he's got it up and through. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Brady now on first down. And he finds Danny Amendola. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. On first down, Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Timmy Jernigan. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now Brady throwing on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Foles. Aguilar has it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That one good for 10 yards. Now Foles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. James Harrison coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Here's Ajayi. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Back to throw here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
So the Patriots coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Brady now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. He was looking for Gronk that time. 3rd down here.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that's complete to Lewis. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He finds Aguilar over the middle. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And complete to Zach Ertz. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. Dion Lewis